Welcome to Cary, North Carolina, the soccer tournament 2025 edition on the women's side, getting ready to kick off in extraordinary fashion. $1 million on the line, and now in a expanded bracket, courtesy of RBC Wealth Management, we have 16 women's teams battling out for that $1 million prize. Jessica Charman here with you as Albion Soccer Club make their debut in the tournament, taking on Streetball FC Canada in their second performance. They were knocked out in the semi-finals by North Carolina Courage last season, but they were able to be the only side to defeat the eventual champions, US Women, along the way. If you're new to TST, it's an amazing tournament. We'll get a look at the rules right now. 7 versus 7, smaller sided field. It's end-to-end stuff. 20 minutes halves. No offsides. Throw-ins are not available. It'll be kick-ins from the side, and the ball must be advanced every 8 seconds to make sure we continue to get that frantic style of play that has you hooked on our tournament. Target score time. We'll get into the deeper weeds of that, but that is how we end the beautiful game. A goal always wins in this tournament. You add 1 to the leading score to reach the target score time. Let's get a look at our starting lineups now. Albion will be in the white jerseys, blue shorts, Talia Tollison, Sydney Shepherd, Kylie Tawney, Maddie Podolsky, Abby Wortham, Alexis Wright and Melina Rabinas. And on the flip side for Streetball Canada, it's Faith Fenwick, Zoe Markenshi, Ella Sunday, Tanya Dehenny, Anna Hauer, Jada Thompson and Bailey Dorkerson. It will be an Albion SC kickoff to get us underway, and the women's bracket has kicked off from Cary, North Carolina. Delighted you're here with us. As a great first touch by Wortham. Wortham tried to square the ball, cleared away. First look at Streetball Canada as they try and round Sydney Shepherd's defence. Shepherd solidly done there. Sydney Shepherd, most recently playing pro in the USL Super League with Lexington, scored 4 goals in that inaugural season. Keep eyes on Albion's number 2, a solid defender, but has an eye for goal as well. There's your first look at those kick-ins as Shepherd caught in possession. A high pressure from Hauer. Referee blows the whistle. Sydney Shepherd able to just calm things down a little bit with $1 million on the line. You can just feel the frantic start to this game as both sides looking to find their footing. Nobody wants to make a mistake. The ball back to the goalkeeper. Albion trying to build through the back now. Ball to the far side. Nice little footwork on that far side. Cutting in, strike, dragged wide. Good run forward by Alexis Wright, the U20 Jamaican player. And so interesting, these two teams and their storylines. Albion, of course, a huge youth club based in San Diego. Have done a great job of getting players scholarships and allowing them pathways to professionalism. Streetball FC Canada building their team on a core of Canadian-based players as a first save. Diving down to her side, Faith Fenwick in goal. Streetball Canada has a whole host of British Columbia University players, so plenty of chemistry on that roster. Markensi to Dorkson. Dispossessed. Be recovered though. A Streetball control. Emma Yee plays it forward into the path of Dorkson, and it's out of play. Goal kick. Reminder, if you're new to TST, it is roll-on, roll-off subs in the middle of the game. They just have to be in the box. You're seeing Streetball FC Canada in particular using a whole host of substitutions, keeping those legs fresh. A deep, deep roster as the rain starts to fall in Cary, North Carolina. Alexis Wright on the ball. Wright trying to wind through tackles. Is dispossessed initially. Great strength by Johnson. Here comes Sather. Dispossessed. And the end-to-end stuff continues. Wright with a strike. Kick save, Faith Fenwick. Really big save from the former freshman of the year with Gonzaga. an Ontario, Canada native. Emma Yee looking for the give and go. Couldn't get on the end of it. Earns the kick in from the sidelines. Strikers blocked away. Not a moment to breathe for either of these two sides. Across the first 5 minutes or so of action, Markensi controls to the corner flag. It's Yee. Try to cut it to the top of the box. Nobody there. But Streetball will recover. Goalkeepers have such a role in this tournament. Need to be sweepers as Fenwick tried to dink that ball forwards. Podolski was dispossessed initially, but able to recover. Here come Albion. It's Worthman. Worthman winds up the strike. Big save. Fenwick again. Faith Fenwick has been far the busier of the two goalkeepers so far. Beautiful switch of play to the far side for Welland. Holly Welland looked one way. Could only earn the throw-in off of the boots of Folds. Welland, another one of those British Columbia University players. Scored 2 goals, 3 assists in her 2 seasons. As inside to Hauer. To the top of the box. Hauer, strike deflected. In the end, coming to grab is Tiana Tollison. Tollison, who made her professional debut just a week ago for Lexington Soccer Club with a beautiful ball forward. Big save for Faith Fenwick. What a throw that was by the Hawaii native Tollison. Keep eyes on that distribution. Almost created the shot opportunity straight from the keeper's hands. It's the advantage of those short pitches for the goalkeepers. Reminder, it's Streetball in the red uniforms from right to left. They'll come forward again. Welland's blocked. Sydney Shepherd back to goal. And Shepherd, with some physical presence, earns the throw-in. Tried to take a throw-in. Not there, not at TST, Sydney. Kick-ins only. And then went in for the slide tackle. Slide tackle's not allowed at TST. Our referee giving a little lenience. Takes some adjusting, of course, playing to this 7v7 format. So interesting to see the players that are able to adjust quickly from 11v11 to small-sided. I see a lot of teams successful with futsal players, beach soccer players, small-sided indoor players. It's not always the best 11v11 players that will book your ticket to a $1 million game. King tried to just pass that one into the back post area. Streetball alert to it. And Faith Fenwick will just control. Sund. Square ball. Good possession by Streetball as they drive forwards now, attacking through Markenski. Again, Tiana Tollison. It's been a big week for Tollison, former Vanderbilt goalkeeper. Holds the record for the third best shutout season. 10 shutouts in a season with Vandy. Was the first Big Island goalkeeper to play D1. Representing Hawaii well today on the TST World stage. Here's Sund. All the way back to Faith Fenwick in goal. A reminder that you do have to progress the ball every 8 seconds. Referees keeping an eye on that number as well as Fenwick with the big switch to the far side. Beautiful ball to Yee. Yee, couple of step overs, strike, huge save, Tollison. Rebound, flashes across the face of goal. Both goalkeepers have had bright moments in this matchup so far. Still scoreless. So we see another flood of substitutions into the game. Jesse Simon, the head coach of Streetball FC Canada. Kerry Sanchez, the head coach for Albion. Sanchez, the former Tar Heel, knows this area in Kerry very well. Wake Med Soccer Park. As a strike is in! What a finish that is by Albion! A deadly strike, unsavable. It's Alexis Wright with the banger, and Albion have the lead. So now Streetball FC Canada having to respond to some adversity. They opened their 2024 TST campaign with a 3-0 victory over the US women. US women again competing in this tournament as well. Concurrently with us right now, Solo FC making their debut, led by Hope Solo, of course, the former US legend goalkeeper. Don't turn over though, keep sticking with us as here comes Streetball. Emma Yee laid it off, a little tame in the end from Denny with the strike. Dennehy scored 2 goals and 6 assists in her 37 games played with British Columbia University. It's the speed of play, so hard to get up to with these subs. You can just see them crowding around the official on that far side in the box, getting ready to check in whenever they have the opportunity to do so. Some high pressure. Emma Yee reaps the rewards. Yee, square to the top. Goes through everybody, out for an Albion kick in. Is the goal by Alexis Wright, the U20 Jamaican international that has Albion SC with the 1-0 lead. Still plenty of soccer left to be had. Almost halfway through. Almost halfway through the first half of action here at Wake Med Soccer Park. Thank you to Cary, North Carolina, the gracious hosts of TST. As a long strike drags wide of the mark was Janae Braun. The rain is continuing here on field 4. Luckily no lightning in the area right now. Knock some wood if you're near some. Want to make sure we get as much of the play underway before any potential delays. But we have been told all games will occur today. Doesn't matter if we're here through the middle of the night and into the early hours of the morning. We got $1 million to give out. We've got to make the games happen. Just credit to the field conditions as well that that's still able to happen. As a ball to the top of the box. It's another big save. Standing on her head is Tiana Tollison so far in this game. I did hear from the commentators of that Lexington Sporting Club game that she was brilliant in her professional debut. A 3-3 game against DC Power in the USL Super League. Seems like she's handling any potential nerves in these big moments really well so far. Wortham took it down, was looking for the goal scorer Wright. Wright didn't have the legs to get there. And Streetball just have not been able to get the ball down, connecting maybe the way that we would have expected. Have had some turnover in this roster year over year. Was making a run ahead of that ball was Hauer. Hauer will get on the end of it now. Hauer towards the corner, run out of real estate. It's out for a goal kick far side. Reminder that target score time will finish our game after the 2 20-minute halves. Whoever's leading, as it stands right now, a 1-0 lead. We would be first to 2. That, of course, means that the team that plays the most aggressive gets ahead, has the advantage when it comes to target score time. Down the channel for Ferreira. And Folds will control. Back to Shepherd. And Shepherd will control in her back line. She's playing as the brick wall of the defender. Haven't seen Sydney Shepherd make too many runs forwards. That long ball over the top for Podolski. And Alexis Wright fights for possession, earns the kick in. It's interesting to see the approaches. Feels very much that both these sides are calling their own substitutions whenever they run out of gas, wanting to keep the speed of play up to the best of their abilities, choosing to make their own subs. Shepherd chips the ball, headed away by Canada. Dawkson finds the split to Thompson. Thompson dispossessed, big stab tackle away. Good defending by Albion. 7 minutes left to play in the first half of action here. It's 1-0 Albion. Logan inside. Ferreira wind through some traffic, gets it back now. Ferreira, early cross, headed away by Shepherd. Still alive, Canada in the box, and it's in! It's Bailey Dawson with the equalizer. Ruthless inside the box. And Streetball FC Canada have the equalizer. Bailey Dawson on the score sheet for Streetball. So it's Alexis Wright for Albion, Bailey Dawson for Streetball Canada. You can just feel what that goal's done for Streetball FC's confidence right now. Full of momentum. And it's back to Faith Fenwick in goal now. On these small pitches, these sorts of conditions make the pitch even quicker. Seeing a lot of these sides across both the men's and women's competition opting to loft the ball now instead of the slick turf. How's your touch? Not bad at all. It was Jada Thompson far side with that exquisite touch. And Valise King will just knock it long. A searching pass for Mary Kate Maguire. Another one of those Super League players with Lexington Sporting Club. Lexington Sporting Club eliminated from playoff contention. But their players will fight for $1 million today. Sydney Shepherd. Back in goal for Tollison. Bit of a jersey tag there and going to ground. Referee says no foul. Play allowed to continue. Baines was fighting for it. Sydney Shepherd does enough to position herself well. Yee headed it forwards. Good work by Tiana Tollison to call off her defenders. Gets it in her hands. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first half of play. It's 1-1. Jessica Charbin here with you from Cary, North Carolina. A giveaway. Pouncing is Sather. Sather drops it to the top of the box for Baxter. Strike is blocked. And then a huge save down to her side. Tollison yet again with the goods. She has been on top form in this first half of play. Tollison with a couple of vital saves. Streetball looking to take the lead before the halftime break as Sather far side. Dispossessed by Mary Kate Maguire. Here come Albion in transition. Rabimbis. Big switch. Over to Wortham. Wortham with some magic to keep it in. And then runs out of play far side. Albion, the debutantes in the women's bracket. Expanded. Doubled in size. 8 teams in year 2 of TST. The first of the women having their own bracket. 16 this season. A lot of that due to the hard work of RBC Wealth Management in the expansion. Nice little move by Anaya Johnson, but then her pass left a bit to be desired. There's 3 and a bit minutes remaining in the first half of action. Action all day long. Great move, top of the box. Would have been glorious from Shira James. Just lost her foot in last minute over the crossbar. But you're seeing so many different styles of players on this Albion SC side. They can be ruthless with their use of substitutions and the squad depth. Directing traffic over to Sather. Sather, heavy touch inside. Keeps the ball into the box. Cleared away, last-ditch defending by Albion. And then, watch your head, guys. A little duck from the commentator as that one flies out of play. Got to have your head on a swivel at TST. Balls flying from every which direction. We have field action going on all across WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina. And trust me, nobody is immune to a flying ball off a different pitch. Worthman tried the long switch. Is recovered by Tawney. Here comes Dawson. Was looking for a second over the crossbar. Credited as a save. Tolleson puts the tip over the crossbar. Better safe than sorry. Streetball FC Canada have a corner. All corner kicks direct. So tried to play it in. Difficult with that crowded box area. And then the foul is won smartly by Albion. Sabby Worthman, the former MAC tournament MVP during a time at Western Michigan, drawing the contact. Markensky with the header away. Picked in transition. James had the earlier strike. James again off of the backside of the defender. Ferreira, a BCU player as the goalkeeper, launches this one towards us. Target was Jada Thompson, didn't have the legs to get there. Final minute of action, what can they do? It's Alexis Wright. Got us started in the women's bracket. Wright goes again, deflected. It's off of the boots of the defender, Marken Sigini, and out for a corner kick. Zoe Marcassino, the former Princeton player, sees that one off of her boots and out for the corner. Bree folds, whipped it in. Ferreira in the aerial duel wins it. Big header from the defender. And Albion with some hard work. Well done by Podolski. Podolski will enjoy the ball with the big switch over to the far side. Alexis Wright drops to Folds, flashes it high. The strikes have been coming from everywhere. Again, such a small pitch, the opportunity to score really can pop up anywhere on the pitch. Seen success from some long strikes as the halftime whistle blows. It's 1-1 in the opener of the women's action. Streetball FC Canada got off to a great start, but it was Alexis Wright for Albion that got on the goal sheet first. In the end, Streetball Canada able to equalize through Bailey Dorkson. We're going to take a quick breather as we get ready for the second half of action here. It's TST women's bracket. It's 1-1 between Albion and Streetball FC Canada. Welcome back to the 2025 TST Women's Competition. Albion taking on Streetball FC Canada. Let's take a look at our statistics of the first half. It has been as even as games come. 1-1 on the score sheet, 5-6 on the shots on goals, 5-4 on the saves, 1-1 on the corners. We're back underway from Cary, North Carolina. It's Streetball FC Canada in the red. It's a risky back pass. How's your touch, goalkeeper? She clears it away nicely. Albion SC in the white. If you missed the first half, 20 minutes. It was Albion off to the races. Alexis Wright with the opening goal, pulling it back. Later on, Bailey Dorkson for Streetball FC Canada. We have no ties in TST. Who wants ties? Remember, after the first 20 minutes of action, it's a second 20-minute half, and then we go to target score time. We'll get into that closer to the end of regulation. Jessica Charman here with you. Delighted you're joining us as we see Albion driving forwards far side. It's Worthman with the strike. Big save by Faith Fenwick. Now if you're joining us because the Solo FC broadcast isn't working for you, you're happy we're with you anyway. Solo FC taking on Speedy Turtles, the other two matches, or two teams rather, in Group C action. Group C kicking off things in the TST women's bracket. 16 sides, $1 million on the line in Cary, North Carolina. Streetball Canada trying to control the ball now is Dorkson. Scored the goal that has us locked in a 1-1 draw. Couple of step overs, tidy by Yi. Go on, Yi, over the crossbar. The build-up was beautiful. The strike, not so much. She has a bit of a laugh at herself as that one almost sailed over the protective barriers to provide us an opportunity not to lose too many balls. There's a turnover. Shepherd dispossessed. Like she took some contact to the mouth. So we see the kick-ins again. A reminder, if you're new to the rules, no offsides. We do have a rule to try and stop the goal hanging, or cherry picking if you want to call it that. If the ball is in your defensive half, you cannot hang out in the goalkeeper area. You can only enter that goalkeeper area to be waiting around once the ball is in your attacking half. As a former goalkeeper, appreciate that. Nobody wants anyone goal hanging, cherry picking the whole game long. Into the center circle, Johnson laid it further wide. Big physical challenge came in. And Albion won't have the legs to get on the end of it. Roll on, roll off subs at any opportunity. Whole roster can be included in those substitutes at any window. No limit of substitutions. Only rule is you must be inside the box on that far side to enter the pitch. And the teammate must be off before you come on to the field of play. Here's Streetball Canada looking to try and create an opportunity through Yi. It's blocked. And yet the quickest to recover yet again. Streetball. Wellen. Forward and now wide to Johnson. Johnson, beautifully weighted pass. Important step by Sydney Shepherd. Shepherd had to be quick. Gets the block away. It'll be a corner for Streetball. It's direct. Everything direct. We want goals at TST. As the give and go, beautifully done. Great build up by Streetball. Curling strike, too tame, falls. And in the end, flashes wide off of the boots of Stephanie Young. Well, Solo FC has got off to a bright start in the tournament. They lead Speedy Turtles by 2-0. Hope Solo coming out of a break of play. Didn't want to call it retirement. But she is certainly a face of TST, and it's been really cool to see her so involved in the build of her team, in the management of her team. She's not paying anyone else to do it. Hope Solo there from the ground up and now getting an opportunity to shine. We've got Albion SC, Streetball FC Canada. Both these sides will get an opportunity to take on Hope Solo. Streetball's had great breaks in terms of facing up against the Stars. A reminder, they played the US women last season, the eventual winners. They actually beat them 3-0 in their opening game in 2024. Albion making their debut at TST. Have a feeling, by the way, that they've set up nicely today. It certainly won't be their last action in the soccer tournament. Here comes Thompson. Thompson overhit the pass. Quick off a line yet again. Tollison. Tollison has been outstanding in goal. We keep mentioning it, but what a week it's been. A pro debut for Lexington SC and USL Super League last weekend, and now performing to the highest level in TST. James strikes, drags it wide. James, the former Colorado Buffalo, a 2023 All-American, All Pac-12 first team, played in 90 games for the Buffaloes, scored 47 goals rather. Wow, that's quite the college career for James. High pressure, thwarted, Thompson. Just couldn't reap the reward of that pressure. End to end, Canada again. Down the channel, be chased by Gomez. Gomez doesn't have the strength in her. Well shielded out. Here's Alexis Wright. Wright has Albion's goal. What a beautiful turn it is from Wright. Let's see what she can do here. Another cut. Go on, Wright. Tucks it inside. Rabimbis couldn't get the shot on it, but Alexis Wright lights up the field anytime she's on the ball. There's that throw again. The football player's arm as she bowled it forwards. Tollison was looking to unleash James. James gives her the thumbs up. Got to be aware of that long distribution from the keeper. Great move far side by Streetball. It's Yee. Yee on that slick grass from the continuous rain we're having in Cary, North Carolina. Just couldn't keep it in play. Keep eyes on that rain. It's going to affect the field play. We'll see which teams are able to adjust to those conditions best throughout today's action. Game slated all the way through till 10 p.m. today. Same again tomorrow. 8 a.m. start tomorrow. Set your alarm clocks. We're going to have a long weekend, but it's the best kind of weekend because it's full of the beautiful game. And you know what? $1 million doesn't sound too bad either for one of these teams. Through ball. Control with her back to goal. Going to ground was James. Chested down in the middle of the park. It's Braun. Braun picks her head up, feints the shot. Braun with the strike, blocked into the body. A brave block by Streetball Canada. An instant sub needed. Elasan braves it instead as she realizes she's got to defend, but she took that straight in the stomach. Body on the line for the biggest prize possible. And it's out of play. She will not get that sub. Almost halfway through the second half of action. A reminder, no draws at TST. We've got target score time coming up after the full-time whistle. Streetball in the box. Blocked away. Well, Stephanie Young earning the corner kick for Streetball Canada. And then a wayward touch. Blame the grass. That's what the best players do. Seven v 7, no offsides, no slide tackles, no throw-ins, lots and lots of goals. That's the aim. It's TST, and we're so glad you're here joining us wherever you are in the world, supporting your favorite team. Miscommunication in the center circle. Albion coming away with it through Wortham. Wortham puts in the cross, need away. Physical challenge, won by Streetball. Great physicality. Beautiful spin in the end by Baines. Keep eyes on Hannah Baines. That was quite the challenge. Really well done, and she'll calmly control the possession here. It's Baines. Back to her keeper, Faith Fenwick. As we approach the halfway mark, the rain picking up, fans braving the elements, expecting a record crowd across TST this weekend in the 3rd edition of the soccer tournament. Great move by Shade Pratt. Pratt was the fastest player on the Terrapins back in 2011. Her speed certainly will be useful in this kind of format, on this kind of field space. Baines back to her keeper, Fenwick, with a skills check. Call that one a hospital pass where I'm from. But Fenwick does a good job of avoiding any injury with that 50-50 back pass. If you're having issues with Solo FC, I don't want you to go away, but we've been told to give it a try on YouTube TV instead if you want to watch Solo FC versus Speedy Turtles. Or you could just stay with me, Jessica Charman, in a raining day in Cary, North Carolina. ALBION SC, Streetball FC Canada battling it out here in the first game of the women's bracket. Those two Group C games playing in sync right now. Still 2-0, the lead for Hope Solo's side. Great move by Gomez, put in an early cross. Nobody inside the box to capitalize, but it was deflected away. We'll stay with Streetball FC Canada. They've been knocking on the door. Can they smash it down? Sather. Back to Wellen. Further wide for Hauer. Dancing as Sather inside the box. How's that for a Maradona? Drops it back. The strike from Hauer is blocked. And then the giveaway. Here comes Rabimbis. Rabimbis thwarted. Vital tackle by Wellen. Shepherd chests it down further forward to Worthman. Worthman drop at the shoulder and a goal. She wheels away. Abby Worthman with the goal. Albion regain their lead. It's Abby Wortham with a glorious finish. Abby Wortham, the Western Michigan University standout, had 17 goals in 2 seasons during college. That one might be the best, even if it is with TST.
Scored by number 6, Abby Worthman.
Streetball have come back once. Can they do it again? They'll still have a chance. When our 7.5 minutes expires, they'll go to target score time. Right now, that score will be set at 3. As a shot and a save. Tollison is standing on her head. A point-blank save. Miraculous. Logan dispossessed, dragged back. She could be in some trouble here. Claire Logan. I'm not saying it should be a yellow card, but I've also read the referee's rules, and that felt like a promising attack. The cards will stay in the pocket. I guess we'll be nice for game 1 on the women's bracket, huh? There's the ball over the top into the hands of Faith Fenwick. Emma Yee, square pass to Thompson. Thompson blocked away. Here come Albion again. Game opening up. Went for goal. Faith Fenwick positioned fine to grab that one. Here's Thompson. Thompson hangs the ball up. Too much on it. Emma Yee having a word with her teammate about that service. That'll be Thompson's last moment before coming off for a reset. You can see the players on that sideline asking for subs, wanting to come into the game. Just how important have some of those saves they've been from Tiana Tollison in goal as her clearance is blocked away. She's had a couple of huge, important saves in big moments. Coming up strong for Albion SC, the debutantes. Streetball did make it into the semi-finals in the 8-team bracket in 2024. Eventually knocked out by North Carolina Courage. North Carolina Courage, the finalists, defeated by the US women. But now with 16 teams, anything can happen. Nice move. Well, Stephanie Young with a great drop of the shoulder. The strike, though, leaning back all the way over the top of the crossbar.
5 minutes remaining in the second half.
Final 5 minutes of regulation. Albion have the 2-1 lead. They've led twice in this game. Right now, trying to avoid being clawed back by a very strong Streetball FC side.
Round 1 action.
As distribution a little wayward by Tollison. Better there than in the back of the net, as we always say. So switch across into the back line for Fenwick. Great play, drawing the foul. Really tidy footwork by Hauer. Hauer will get it back off the reset. Hauer under some pressure. It's good work by Shira James. James with a lot of dirty running to try and press from the front. Logan. Top of the box. Cushioned down by Baxter inside the box. Blocked away. Albion driving forward now. Can they add a third? Here comes the run of Tawney. Tawney flashes past the back post. Not too far away by Kylie Tawney. Kylie Tawney, the former Clemson player. First touch is nice by Whelan. Whelan, pass is blocked away. Good move by Folds. Folds, further wide. Mary-Kate Maguire connecting with Wortham. Wortham takes the strike. Is it a pen? The fans next to me think so. I've got no comment. It'll be a corner kick instead. Under 3 minutes remaining at Cary, North Carolina, Wake Med Soccer Park. Albion thought they might have a penalty. Wasn't to be. Shepherd. Down the throat of the pitch for Ozuna. Pratt. Couple of step overs. Pratt dancing with the ball. Defended by 2. Maguire. Shepherd. Recovered by Tollison. Worthman. Crosses deep. Off the hands of the goalkeeper in the end. Fenwick able to recover. Bowls it out right away to get things started in transition. Here comes Streetball FC. Square pass, beautifully weighted for Whelan on the strike. Blocked away. Drops for Thather. And it's everybody back right now for Albion. Park the bus. Streetball trying to break down all 7 players inside their own half for Albion. Still going to be close. Target score time. There's a nice move far side for Yee. Whelan. And into the back line. Marcassini. Marcassini, what a ball! Saw what she was doing there. A smart ball by Zoe Marcassini. Just didn't have the touch from Jada Thompson. But a great run and an even better ball by Streetball. Will they be punished now? Good cutback. Set to right. Right loses her footing. We've got 1 minute remaining here before target score time. It's Albion with the 2-1 lead. Ferreira. We've seen big turnarounds in target score time. Don't write anybody off. Anything can happen. That's why you're watching. As Jada Thompson didn't quite have the engine to keep that one in play. Target score time set to be 3 goals. Will be the first to 3 to claim victory in this opener in Group C on the women's side. As the ball went out of play. See that sense of urgency from Streetball FC, trying to get it in. And then the referee just wasn't happy with where that ball was placed. It's 10 seconds. Ball swung in. Great work by Tollison in goal. Herder from all the way on pitch 1 claiming that one. And that'll do it for the final of regulation. It's a 2-1 lead for Albion Soccer Club. Target score time will be set at 3. Every time we pass 3 minutes, a player from each side will leave the field. We'll go all the way to 1v1 if we need to. We're going to step aside as we prepare for target score time. You're watching TST 2025. Welcome back to TST 2025 women's action here. It's time for target score time between Albion SC and Streetball FC Canada. Now, as you know, no ties in TST. Who wants draws? Draws are boring. It'll be first to 3 here. And if that isn't enough, we're going to mix things up a little bit. And every 3 minutes before we get to 3 goals, we're going to take a player off of the pitch from both sides. Who wants space? The ladies want space on the pitch. Let's see what happens, but it's first to 3 goals, and Albion SC have the advantage right now. They've got a 2-1 lead over Streetball FC Canada. Jessica Charman here with you. Delighted you're joining us on YouTube. We are having a blast in Cary, North Carolina. We hope you're having so much fun too, watching these games wherever you are in the world. That's what TST is about, bringing everyone for the beautiful game and $1 million on the line. It'll be Streetball FC Canada in the red, kicking us off Albion SC in the white and blue. Streetball, the underdogs right now in TST. They need 2 goals in target score time in order to pick up the first win. Albion need just the 1 goal. Had some big moments from big players. Keep eyes on number 17 for Albion, Alexis Wright. She got us underway with the scoring. I like the look of Jada Thompson wearing 16 for Streetball FC Canada, but she's not on the pitch, so I guess her coach doesn't agree with me. Here's Marcassini. Marcassini's put in a couple of peaches of deliveries forward. Let's see what she can visionize here. Zoe Marcassini. Switching the field. Just didn't have the legs, Emma Yee. Yee, 2023 Whitecap Student Athlete of the Year. Just completed her freshman year at the University of Illinois. She's been very dangerous as well. The number 17 for Streetball. It's the tempo being set by Streetball Canada. They know they need an opportunity. They need to get the ball forwards. But they also don't want to risk being hit on the counter. A dangerous amount of mind games as that threaded ball towards Jenna Baxter. Baxter stumbles and it's bowled out right away for Alexis Wright. Wright with the rainbow flick over the defender. Go on, Wright! Couldn't get there. Big switch across. Bree folds. Picked out a dime of a pass. Great ball forwards. Strike coming in. Flashes past the frame of goal. Don't forget Faith Fenwick had to make a couple of really big saves in this game. Target score time could have been even more detrimental for Streetball FC Canada. The goalkeeper who just finished her freshman year with Gonzaga. It's Yee on that right side. She has been everywhere on the pitch today. Stephanie Young's had a couple of big opportunities, earns the corner. We've seen Young not afraid to pull the trigger at all. Marcassini. Good little move by Sather. Sather earns another corner. Streetball FC Canada have come to play in target score time. Sather took that corner kick a little too far away from the flag. She'll ask, is this good enough? It is. Young to Sather. Young resets. Marcassini. Transition moment. This is the danger. And then there's an issue. In fact, rather, sorry, that's 3 minutes gone. That flew by. We're down to 6 versus 6. Streetball FC Canada are literally changing everybody on the pitch. They do have 6 now, though. Fresh legs, 6 fresh legs for Streetball FC Canada, as they've survived 3 minutes without conceding the goal that would change the trajectory of the game and give Albion SC the win. Thompson. Through ball again. Tiana Tollison is a goalie to watch. And watch that arm. What a bowl forward. Is she a quarterback? James was the target. Dehenny breaking through the challenge. Taya Dehenny. Dennehy! Pick that out the back of the net. Taya Dennehy with a golazo. Streetball Canada pull themselves within 1 of the win. Taya Dennehy with an absolute screamer. That one is going viral on social media. And now the momentum is switched. It's Jada Thompson. I said to watch her. This time the save from Tollison. It was always going to take something special to beat Tiana Tollison. And what a finish that was by Taya Dennehy. Next goal wins. That's what TST is about. Rabimbis. Rabimbis! Straight into the stomach of Faith Fenwick. Take a breath. We're still at 6v6. Once we strike 6 minutes into target score time, we'll be down to 5 versus 5. That'll open up a whole host of opportunities. So far across TST weekend on the men's side, we've seen as low as 3 versus 3. Here comes Streetball, putting in a cross over the head of an on-charging Anna Hauer.
Substitution for Solo FC, now in goal, number 9, Valentina Amaral. 3 minutes on the clock.
Here's Albion trying to build through the back. Sydney Shepherd. It's Braun. Long ball from Braun. Won by Albion. Here's Worthman. She has a goal already. Gets it back on the give and go. Worthman! Doesn't miss by all too much. We're in target score time in the other Group C game. Speedy Turtles trying to claw their way back from a 3-0 deficit against Solo FC. We've seen stranger things happen. It's 7v7 over there. We're 6v6 here. 2 goals to 2 in this match. That's quite the tongue twister. And we will go down to 5 versus 5.
One player from each team. Leading the pitch, we are 5v5.
Again, Streetball just using that interesting sub pattern where they pretty much are switching fresh legs at every time we see a player evicted from the game. Pretty sure what word to use there. Exited? Evicted sounds a little bit more dramatic. We'll go with that. It's dropped to Marcassini. Marcassini through one. Tried to lay it to Thompson. Sweeper keeper Fenwick. Forward to Johnson. Seen some really interesting tactics in target scoreline that involve putting a penny on a field player to play in goal once we get down to some players to benefit from the foot skills. But modern goalkeepers, give them credit. They've got good distribution, good boots as well. Johnson, back to Fenwick in goal. Can see that the youngster from Boston College is very confident with the ball at her feet. Marcassini. Into the corner for Johnson. Johnson trying to round the defender. Johnson into the box, drags the shot, earns a corner. Good crowd drawing here to pitch 4. They know how fun a next goal wins matches in target score time. You don't want to miss out as it's a ball in. Big save again. Just how good has Tollison been? I'll tell you, she's been cracking between the sticks today. Ball has to move forwards every 8 seconds. A new introduction to the tournament to make sure we don't have too much negative football. Nobody wants that. As far side Streetball FC. Trying to find a way through the defender. Shepherd comes away with it. Here comes Sydney Shepherd. Couldn't find the pass, and with tired legs she exits the game. The Golden Fleece, powered by Adidas, is on the line in this game. Whoever scores in target score time in all our matches earns lifetime entry to TST and TBT, along with a beautiful Golden Fleece. Yee! Yee! Off of the face! Shade Pratt with a brave block, and she doesn't even blink. I'm not going to be honest. I probably would have gone down holding my head after that one, but Shade Pratt, braver than I am in the contact. Tollison just tried to force it too far. You can see with so little amounts of players and so much space on the pitch as we go down to 4 versus 4. Even more space. Got to keep that ball at the boots. And both teams have opted to keep their real goalkeepers in the game. We'll see how long Tollison and Faith Fenwick last before maybe we switch things up. Who wants it more? It's Streetball FC Canada, Albion SC. Emma Yee, couple of rollovers. Yee coming inside, lays it across, a little overhit for Johnson. She'll keep it in, back to Fenwick. Marcassini. Marcassini, change of pace. Lays it all the way back to Fenwick. It's patient from Streetball FC Canada. Would love to see a goalkeeper strike. We've seen them in TST. As the ball through to Yee is tackled away by Shade Pratt. You don't discriminate over who scores the goals. Anybody welcome to take an opportunity in this game. It's Faith Fenwick. Turning is Hauer. And it's back to Fenwick. Solo FC pick up the first victory on the women's side of TST. They'll climb to the top of the group. Katie Shea Collins with that goal. What can Streetball Canada do? Their strike is blocked. It's Alexis Wright. Wright charging forward. Alexis Wright outmuscles the first defender. And an important tackle away by Streetball. Wright's pass under hit. Uh-oh. Bad time for Albion. It's charging forward Hauer. Hauer cuts around the defender, and what a recovery. Shade Pratt does enough and then draws the foul as the football tackle attempt on Pratt isn't enough.
Fans, if you're walking around, you're going to want to check out Field 4. We're in target score time.
We've got our PA announcer telling everybody to get to Field 4. If you're on the broadcast, make sure you're sticking with us. We could go to 1 versus 1. Who knows? Albion and Streetball FC Canada. Albion led twice, pegged back by Streetball 2 times in regulation. As a dip of the shoulder, the strike is blocked. Chaotic inside the box, blocked away. Albion led 2-1 before target score time. Streetball Canada scored the first goal of target score time. We're 2-2. That's a great move and a strike and a save. Kick save, Faith Fenwick. It's Braun. Braun. Nice move by Braun through the challenge. Braun shot is saved. And that's why you keep the goalkeeper in net. Don't see a field player making that save, sorry. Ball to the far side for Streetball. It's Thompson. It's Jada Thompson. Inside. Yee strikes. And the tap in. It doesn't get easier than that. Anaya Johnson with the finish. And Streetball FC Canada have come back from trailing positions 2 times to pick up the first 3 points. Wow. Anaya Johnson, the hero. And she's awarded the Golden Fleece, brought to you by Adidas. She'll get lifetime entry into TBT and TST. And most importantly, she has the bragging rights with the Golden Fleece. She gives Streetball FC Canada the 3 points. And they start just as they did in the 2024 season with 3 very valuable points. From Cary, North Carolina, your final score in this Group C game. It's Streetball FC Canada with the 3-2 victory over Albion SC. I've been Jessica Charman, our entire crew. Thank you so much for hanging out with us from Cary, North Carolina. TST, it's a blast. We'll catch you at the next game.